This is Umar for BoxNation in association with Global Next Trade. This is a bit random. We feel like we're in a German car park, Spence.
Well, as we drove in here, I thought, what's going on here? But it's like a big industrial estate, isn't it, with council houses on the other side. It's very strange, isn't it? And a lot of securities, maybe they're hiding something here we don't know about, like the next alien invasion or something.
Well, I know what's in there, and that's a heavyweight sensation, and Agit Kabayel, of course, he has his big...
I mean, look what he's done. You know, he started off with butchering Makhmudov, didn't he? Then we went to Sanchez, butchered him, and I thought Sanchez was sort of, it was boring, but he was top of the tree. He made him look silly, and then obviously the big Chinaman, Zhilei Zhang, which he again. I know he got clipped, didn't he? But he got up and won it very impressively, didn't he? He was winning every round, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was. So with this huge promotion on Jan 10th, it's obviously homecoming that Agit deserves. You've got yourselves involved with your Gold Star, Queensbury putting the show on. You've got a top-ranked fighter, unbeaten. Yeah. Just from an event perspective, this is big time boxing back in Germany, Spencer.
Yes, I think we've nearly sold out already. So it's not bad, is it? Well, I know we had our pre-sale was massive. Well, I know we've sold out of VIP completely. It's gone. It's all been bought. So these boys love their boxing,
Absolutely.
The Germans love their boxing, and it will sell out, and we'll have a lot of demand. I'm quite excited. I'm looking forward to it. There's a rumour that Tyson's going to come over as well. So he's part of the Agit Kabayel team.
And this is a city that's very dear to him.
This is where he came into his own, didn't he? And I think if he turned up here, it would bring the roof down. It would, wouldn't it?
Yeah, of course. Dethroned Vladimir Klitschko here in Düsseldorf.
Yeah, man. What was it, 10 years ago?
2016? 15, I think.
Well, it was nearly 10 years or whatever. I think this year it's 10 years. I was just talking to one of the local journalists, and they're still in love with him, Still love him. So there you go.
At Parker Wardley, where Daniel Dubois called out your man.
Yeah, well, that's self-explanatory, isn't it? He sat there, he called him out, and we were all looking forward to the fight. Maybe he sees something in Agit he doesn't like. I can't see that, though. Daniel's a proper fighting man. He'll fight anybody, won't he? He's proved that time and time again. He will fight anybody. Maybe, I think somebody said he's got a bit of an injury at the moment.
He's got an injury, yeah.
Yeah, well, that's it then. That's why he's not fighting.
But do you want to pursue that fight in the summer?
Yes, maybe? Most definitely. It's a great stadium. Do you know what I'd like to see fight? I'd like to see Agit Kabayel against Fabio Wardley. Or I'd like to see the rematch with Joe. I think Joe deserves a rematch. He was 4 rounds up. And for me, he got stopped a little bit prematurely.
Stopped too early, you thought?
Yeah.
Could you see the case, though?
Yeah, and I think it was such a good fight. I think the fans would like to see it again.
Well, from what Sergei Lapin said today, he said that Wardley and Atauma should fight before any of them fight Usyk. So I don't think Usyk's going to fight Wardley next. Well,
that was a foregone conclusion, But take nothing from Fabio Wardley. He's been, he's been a true warrior, isn't he? I've got to give it. I think he's achieved something in British boxing that will never be seen again. I said that before, and I think it's one of the biggest achievements in British boxing. To not have any amateur experience, jump in a ring when you're doing a bit of work and doing a white collar fight, all of a sudden you're number 2 in the world. It's unbelievable. It's rocky stuff. And he deserves all his plaudits.
If Usyk Wardley doesn't happen, then is that something you're going to push for, Wardley and Parker rematch?
I'd love to see it. I'd love to see Agit fight him. I'd love to see Tyson fight Usyk again. I think in England he beats him. Although be it, we thought he won the fight anyway. We all sat there as a group and watched it and scored it, and his brother sat there about 4 times did that and watched it. But hey, how it is what it is. It's boxing, isn't it?
Do you think Kabayel beats Usyk, Spencer?
Can I be perfectly honest? With the body shots, yeah. Might be a big statement that people say that's idiot. What's he talking about? But let me tell you, he's kryptonite to Usyk. He really is.
Last one I got for you. What is the latest for Tyson Fury? Is he coming back?
Is he coming back? Look, Tyson's got an itch he probably wants to scratch. Is he coming back? We won't know. I don't know. All I can tell you is that he's been off the fights. He's turned everything down at the moment. But Tyson's Tyson. All of a sudden, tomorrow he might say, I'm fighting again. Or he might say, I'm never fighting again. That's Tyson. That's why we love him. That's why he's this like mystery figure. I mean, do I think he should come back? Would I like to see him come back for selfish personal reasons? Yeah. But it's only selfish personal reasons. Do I think his family wants to see him back? His brother Shane made a very good point that he doesn't care if he comes back as long as he's fighting in the same age group. He doesn't want to get him going in with
the Moseses and...
Well, the Moses, there's loads of others. Why would you want to get your brother? There was not a lot in these fights, and I think still to this day that Tyson is the best heavyweight in the world. There you go.
Few headlines in this one, Spence.
Yeah, well, I still think he's, I know I'm going to get slagged to death and I'm this, that and the other, but, if you think that much of somebody, you're biased, aren't you? I'll get slagged for that, but I don't care. That's my opinion. I think obviously you've got to look at Mosatumu as the prodigy, the next cometh of the heavyweight champions. Everybody says it is the truth. I've watched him and Tyson go at it numerous occasions. 6 round sparring sessions, 8 round sparring sessions. Unbelievable. You've never seen anything like it. Frightening, to be honest. And then Tyson gathering and said, "You will be the next heavyweight champ, the next big thing." That was from Tyson Fury. Kabayel, I think we're all forgetting a couple of things here. I think we're forgetting about Justice Hooney. I'll tell you why we're forgetting about Justice Hooney. I know he got knocked out by Wardley, but he was 10 rounds up or 9 rounds up. Jao Pataya might move to heavyweight. Now, what a fight that would be. So we're putting all these young boys in the mix. And I'd love to see Jao Pataya move to heavyweight. I'd love to see... I can't wait to see Justice Hooney come back because I think Justice Hooney is one of the best heavyweights in the world. Let's not forget Joe Parker either. I think it was an early stoppage. Joe Parker's 33. I think that would be another great fight for Agit. Them two going at it with each other. You always get an exciting fight with Joe, don't you? He's a great fighter. He'll be very disappointed what happened at the weekend. He'll be sick to his stomach. He really will be. You're getting summoned. You could talk for days. Well, George Warren, he's the man who's going to make it happen, isn't he, George? Well, he's going to make this happen. So he'll be sick to his stomach after the weekend. But I'm sure we've got some unbelievable fights coming. We have. And Queensbury's got all the heavyweights, didn't they? So absolutely, yeah. He's got to make them all. Spencer Brown, Dankeschön. Thank you.